Hey folks, I was doing lots of stuff with my sound and all kinds of different things. So just to show you how live production can be. Hey, listen, I'm doing a live show every day this week, just so to give people help with any Zoom questions you might have or anything with StreamYard. I do have a guest with me because this guy knows a lot about Zoom. So Andy Hatchett, say hello to everyone. Oh, you're muted. You're muted in this one.
Hello to everyone again.
There you go. So
I got too many buttons.
Yeah, so I just wanted to do this, kind of touch base and give you guys something to kind of look at. I know with all the stuff with people doing meetings, I know with the with people doing the private meetings, private stuff, doing private Facebook groups, all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of tools that you can do. One thing is really nice, and I'm using StreamYard today. StreamYard does a great job with this stuff. And here I'll even put their little duck up so you can see this is powered by StreamYard. It's really good stuff. They do a great job. I love their product and been using them for a while. So I wanted to do just a couple things, mainly answer questions if you have any. If you have any Zoom questions, be sure to ask those. Ask what you can do, where you can go, what you can do. I know that we've been doing at work. I personally have been. We do it with work. We do like a unlisted YouTube video where we live stream to, and that's been really successful doing that. But I know that if you have a Facebook group that's private and you wanted to stream in there, it's kind of a good thing. I wanted to also differentiate what StreamYard is versus Zoom, in my opinion. StreamYard is for live streaming. I love streaming live. I do it. I do it all the time. Let me see something. I just had something come up. Let me just see what that is. Hold on. Okay, I see. I got you. Okay. So StreamYard is great for live streaming. I love it, and I can bring comments up on screen, just like this one from Dan. If you look at Dan's, he says, "Be sure to hit the like button." Please do hit the like button. Mia came in and said, "Hey." I can bring these comments. I can bring in some from Twitch, like that one's from Twitch. You can see the little icon at the bottom. I love being able to do that because that lets you guys out there ask your questions and participate in ways that are really awesome. So that's why I like the StreamYard part of it. As far as Zoom, Zoom gives you the opportunity to bring a whole lot of people and actually more of a meeting or a webinar type environment, and mostly private. You can use StreamYard for private, but StreamYard gives you 6 people that are allowed on screen at once, 10 people in a room, but then you have to move people up and down and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the differences between StreamYard and Zoom, in my opinion. Now, take it for granted. You can use them both interchangeably, but there's just differences that they have. There's Richard saying, hey, Richard, how are you, sir? So if anybody has any questions, like I said, we're going to go live different times all week. Just going to be doing this kind of stuff. Oh, there he is. Hey, Construction Cronies. Hey, Chris, how are you doing, man? So if anybody has at any time, please give give your feedback or give your questions. You know, if you have any questions, be sure to leave your questions in the chat about Zoom. A couple of things I was going to talk about, and there were things that came up the other day because people were asking, and I'm going to pull it up just in case. Andrew, this is one that I asked you yesterday. I'm going to ask you real quick. Can you share a document in Zoom?
Yes.
So you can. And how is that done exactly? Is that done through, is there like a button that you hit, or is there something? What part is it done through?
Actually, I found the link on their support page. I didn't read the entire thing. I think it works just like Business Hangouts. You used to be able to just drag the file over and drop it in the chat, and boom, it's done.
Okay, so let's look at this. Let me try and I have a Zoom open, so I'm going to pull that up and see what I can do there.
Okay,
So
yeah, but the link to it should be the one I sent you yesterday in the Hangout chat where you asked me the question, because I put the link to it.
Yeah, I'm going to actually pull up the Zoom.
Oh, okay.
So that way you can see in Zoom how we do that. Okay, so here is the Zoom window. Hopefully, I don't know, that's not full page, is it? Let me see. Let me shrink that down so I can see the full page. Here we go. So that's getting close. That's very close. I'm going to shrink it down because I had it shrunk down because I was doing some other demos and stuff. So I got to get it sized up just right. So, okay. So if you look down here, I opened up chat. Now chat is right here. If I open up chat, you can see right down here where it says file. If you just click on that icon for file, and let me do this real quick. I'm going to bring up something so I can draw on screen. Hopefully I can draw on screen, and I hope it does. That's what I want to test, because that would be very useful. So down here, do you see that? Hopefully they see that on screen.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they see that over on YouTube as well. So I'm going to click on that little file icon. When I do, you can see I can pull a file from Dropbox, my computer, Box, Google Drive, Microsoft OneDrive. I got all kinds of choices that I can pull stuff in. That is a big deal when you're having meetings or online and you want to share some stuff with people. That's a big deal. I mean, a lot of people are wanting that to be able to do that kind of thing. So that's becomes really important. Hey, Charlie, how are you? Good to see watching with me. Well, that's awesome. Thank you very much. Andrew's picture is on top of it. Yes, it is. Andrew's picture is there because Andrew is in with me. He does not have his video on, and it's the only thing showing in the Zoom because we're in a Zoom together, but I'm only doing this for the purpose of showing you the menus and stuff like that. I am not in there because I use dual monitors, and that's a whole nother thing. There are a lot of different things that you can do with Zoom that are pretty intricate. And a lot of people know that from doing the stuff that I do, like in my game shows and stuff like that. Andrew, another question. What was I going to say? What was the other one that I gave you? Do you remember?
No.
Oh yeah. Recording, Zoom recording to YouTube only for paid versions. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, so when you record a video, what is that saying exactly?
If you record a video in the free version, it automatically saves it to your computer.
Okay. So
if you click the record button in a paid version, it gives you the choice of recording to your computer or to the Zoom iCloud.
Okay, so that's good to know. So if you have the free version, it's just a matter of whether you want to spend the money or not, basically.
Right.
All right, Richard, I think this is what you're talking about. I had the screen too small. So if I do it right here, and I'm going to show you again, I'm going to do it one more time. Down here where you see this little file, you can see the little red box or the arrow I'm pointing to. So if I click on that, basically, oh yeah, they go off screen. Hold on a second. Let me try and pull that up so you can see that a little bit. If I click on that, basically you can see the Dropbox, Microsoft, all that kind of stuff. It shows up right in here. Dropbox, Microsoft OneDrive, Google Drive, etc. And then your computer's down below there. Again, it is a little bit off screen. I know what you're talking about now, so you can barely see that kind of stuff. But the idea is that it's possible and you do have that. Thank you for sharing that. That's one thing I love about this is making it interactive for you folks that are watching out there. That's kind of good. So basically inside Zoom, you have all these options. There's a lot of things you can do. You can invite people. When you invite people, you can create a URL. You can copy the invitation. What it does, it gives you all kinds of stuff, the links and different things to come in. You can come in by phone. You can do all kinds of stuff. So if you're having these meetings and online, offline, etc., it makes it really easy. I'm going to mute you while I'm doing this because I have a little background sound. But if I want you to talk, you can come back on. Or if you want to talk, you can come back on. Screen sharing. One thing I love about this too is if I come in on mobile, one thing that's really nice, and I'm going to do that right now just so you guys can see. I can come in on mobile. And let me see if it'll let me join meeting. So hopefully, and I'm not going to activate sound on there. So now I'm in. So now it brings me back in. This is what's kind of nice. I can turn my phone sideways. I can set it up. I can put it right on here. So boom, there's that is. And I'm not going to join with audio. But one thing that I really love that mobile has. Oh, I like this. Chris says, MD, do you think you'll ever make the jump to vMix? Not right now. I have seriously thought about it, but my deal with vMix is it's very expensive and it's a whole nother learning curve that I have to go through. Maybe just to learn it, to know it. But when I see enough people going there and that kind of thing, there are some things, but for a lot of the benefits of the stuff that you want to do and that kind of stuff, like 4K and all that kind of stuff, you've got to spend a whole lot of money. So this is kind of a hobby sort of for me. I mean, I do have a community where we do this kind of stuff. So for me to make that jump and do that, I'm not going to do that right now. But good question though. So what I was going to say is, like, if you look on mobile, one thing is pretty interesting about on mobile. Let me see if I can show that to you. I'm going to go to, I'm going to share my screen on mobile and you can get to see exactly. So if I'm trying to show somebody or teach somebody something, the screen share on this, when I screen share on mobile, is just incredible because it shows the desktop of your phone. Hopefully it will. Hasn't yet. I don't see anything yet. Well, maybe I lied. Oh no, there it is. It's showing right here because I forgot I have the second monitor. So right here is the screen share. So you can see my phone and you can see one thing that's kind of cool on this too, is that you can actually annotate and edit. So I can draw arrows. I can circle things. I can clear that. Boom. And stop sharing that. I can hide that off screen. This, better than any that I've seen, is pretty incredible. I mean, it's pretty amazing what you can do with the screen share ability of this stuff on mobile. I have yet to find something that is really that really good. So I'm going to stop sharing, bring that back up. Boom. There we go. Okay. So that's what it looks like when you're in the Zoom. Chris says, I've been learning it. It's pretty easy, but yeah, it's so expensive. I'm sticking with slubs for now. Yeah. And he's, Streamlabs OBS is what he's talking about. You have to have a pretty significantly strong computer as well, especially if you're doing 4K and things like that. Graphics card have to be. So not only are you spending money on that, you're spending money on the other end of it too. I love it. I think it's a really cool, I mean, Chad Lafarge forever was trying to talk me into it. He said, man, dude, you need to try this. And I want to, I mean, I would like to. The only issue I have is that I don't know. Like I said, it's just so much that I'd have to do that I don't know that I want to do that yet. So, somebody's entered the waiting room. Is that you, Andrew?
I didn't mean to come in here. I meant to go somewhere else.
Oh, okay.
So
But
don't
that's
get
kind of
me.
nice. Kind of nice. It lets me know. That's kind of cool that I see that he's trying to come in from something else, so then he dropped out. So that's kind of neat. That's another thing that's nice about Zoom too, is you can regulate these things, keeping people in and out, or bringing people in. If you guys have any questions on Zoom itself, there's a lot of tools that Zoom allows you to do. You can bring in video. You can do all kinds of stuff. There's I'm going to go back to me only. Let me go back to here. We'll go back to this. I'm using OBS along with Zoom, which I always do. I use Voice for sound, all those kinds of things. I blend them all, bring them all in. Voice I love because I can bring the sounds in from Zoom. I can bring in the sounds from the desktop, and I can bring the sounds in from whatever else. If I had Skype, I could bring it in. Then my microphone. And if I had someone sitting with me right here, I could bring that microphone in separate. I could bring in all those sounds separately, which is very useful in my opinion. I think that's a very good thing. I love the Zoom gives you, there's a lot of extra features it gives you that's kind of cool. Like adding, you can add backgrounds, and I mean, there's just it's very full featured. There's a ton of things. There's a list of things that are just, it's incredible how many things there are, you know?
Yes.
That's the thing that's unbelievable.
And about leaving questions in the chat, please do, because I'm going to try when this is over to go back and read every last one of them. And those that we can't get answers, we'll find the answers for. Yeah,
gotcha. There you go. There you go. And Chris says, oh, yes, small fortune on computers. I have 2 gaming computers with a NVIDIA GeForce 1080. TI cards linked with NDI and KVM switch and run slow. Yeah, there you go. That's pretty much what you need if you want to go to that extreme. But there's a lot of people out there that are just wanting to do meetings. You know, now with all the stuff that's going on, they're at home. They want to do meetings. They want to do quick things. That's really what we want to get. I just want to help some people out with that. So I'm going to set up some stuff and do some videos in the next 7. There you go. I like that. Professor Nez, how are you, sir? I haven't seen you in forever. So great to see you. Smart topic. Keep it up, brother. Be well and safe. That is very kind of you, and I really do appreciate that. That's very nice of you. I think it's really important. I think there's a lot of stuff out there, especially right now with meetings and things like that. I'm open. That's why I'm doing these and trying to do these kind of things. And let's see, the Ventures of Gonzo. Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, how are you, sir or ma'am? Whichever the case may be. But I just think that with this, all the stuff that we're doing, I think it's important, to learn this stuff. And if you have any questions on it, feel free to reach out and put the comments in this video, like Andrew said, but also feel free to join us. Like I said, I'm going to probably be on all week. I'm going to do it at different times so we can try different times and see different things, see who's in, see who's not. We have our normal show on Wednesday. It is, sir. Okay, thank you, sir. LOL. We have our normal show. It's going to be a good one this week. We have a guest coming on talking about something that I think will be very interesting to the community. So that's kind of cool. So what I would like to do is, if anybody wants to see anything like inside of, like I can show you inside of StreamYard. Let me do that. Let me go to, it's probably going to give my video a bleed. So I might just put Andrew on screen so you don't get that. Let me go to the bottom window. So yeah, now Andrew's on there because I think, and I'm going to put myself on there, but I think it will. Yeah. See how it bleeds on the left-hand side? Because that, look at that. Oh, look at there. Professor Nez, you are just a kind person. That's all I can say. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's a blessing to call you a friend, and I appreciate you. It is important to support others. I do that as well. A lot of times I'm supporting others, and I think that's very important. Thank you. Thank you so much. StreamYard and Zoom look like it works really well. Your stream looks solid. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, that's what's cool. Like I said, I'm keeping Andrew on screen, but you can see how this has, and I love what StreamYard's doing. StreamYard's doing a lot of things to accommodate some of the cool features of YouTube, like the green. You can see the green, and I can bring that up on screen, and when I do, it's green when it comes up on screen. That's really cool stuff. I think that's awesome that they're trying to blend that and make that. Oh, look at there. Chris says, yes, you're a true gentleman. Well, you're kind for saying that. I appreciate that. But what I love about this, though, with StreamYard, I can bring people in and out. I can bring myself actually out. I can remember. You probably didn't hear me.
No, well,
did you hear me?
I heard you.
Oh, yeah, you heard me because you're listening to me from the. Well, no, I don't think we're. Let me see if you can. You didn't hear me when I was saying all that? So I guess not. But what's cool is, like I said, it's really cool. You can have your comments, but over here you can have like banners, set things that you want to bring up on screen. You can have tickers that go down at the bottom. I really enjoy that. There's other things like give us a thumbs up. You can have all these banners pre-made and put all that stuff up on screen so you can see that. It's kind of cool to be able to do that kind of thing. The comments in StreamYard work just like vMix Social. Yes, vMix Social, though, actually, I think vMix has a great way of modifying and changing different ways of putting the comments, so it's not always down in the bottom where it's set to be. The other thing that I like about vMix is a lot like OBS, where you can bring things into specific spots where you want. But as far as ease of use, and it works on Chrome, there's nothing to download. StreamYard is great for that. Zoom, totally different. Zoom is actually, Zoom, you do download software onto your computer. So therefore it does work with a Chromebook, but only through the app. And then there's limited features. So there's no download from it. So that's the differences in Zoom versus StreamYard. StreamYard is strictly on Chrome browser based. You never give a password. It's kind of cool. It's kind of a neat setup. Even if you're the owner or whatever, you'd never give a password. It just sends you an email code to log into what you're doing. So great stuff. I'm going to end this. It's probably been about 30 minutes. I think it has. Yeah, we've been about 32 minutes. I'm going to stop this one. Look out for tomorrow for the link coming up tomorrow. Come join if you can. That'd be great. It's going to be different times each day. I'm going to try and do this every day. Give everybody a learning steps for Zoom if you want to come in and learn Zoom, and also StreamYard. And we can go into more details for that kind of thing. Like I said, I'm not going into great detail, but anybody that wants to know something or learn something, feel free to join. I would love it. Thank you, Professor Nez, again for your super sticker. I really do appreciate that. That was very kind of you. Thank you, folks. Anybody trying to help people out, give people a chance to learn some stuff about Zoom, StreamYard, some of these things, using it as tools. How are you using it? How would you use it? Especially with all the situation and things that are going on now, feel free to put comments in there and let us know. Like I said, all week we'll be going live just to teach and show and guide with Zoom and StreamYard. And he said, good to see you guys. Good to see you, Chris. Always a pleasure. Appreciate you. And Richard says, I only have. That's all he said. So thank you, folks. I will chat with you later. If you guys, like I said, have any questions and you're rewatching this, be sure to leave a comment. We will talk soon. Thank you, Andrew, for showing and helping.
Thank you.
All right. Let's see here. I will end with, let me do this first. Boom.